Gentleman from Illinois, the ranking member of the Transportation, Housing, and Urban Development Subcommittee, co-chair of the Ukrainian Caucus, Mr. Quigley.
The gentleman is recognized for 2 minutes.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Just back from a third trip to Ukraine during the war, and yes, we saw evidence of these Putin war crimes, the mass graves, evidence of torture, religious persecution, kidnapping of children. It reminds us that throughout our history, in moments like this, our country has been called to act, and it did. Called to stand up in the fight for freedom and in the face of tyranny, and to be the arsenal of democracy. But in recent months, we have not met this challenge. It's been said it's never too late to do the right thing. Well, we're coming really close as we've been handcuffed by extremists and appeasers. And now the pipeline to Ukraine is almost empty. Should we now fail to send additional aid, Ukraine will lose this war, and in Putin's eyes, it will be just the beginning of his efforts to reconstitute the Soviet Union. Inaction risks not just the fate of democracy, but the possibility of drawing our own country directly into war. So today it's particularly important that we heed the voices from the past, from President Ronald Reagan as he espoused the Reagan Doctrine, that we will always defend our friends and allies against Soviet aggression. From President Kennedy saying, we shall pay any price, bear any burden, meet any hardship, support any friend, oppose any foe, to assure the survival and success of liberty. And finally, in his last inaugural, FDR, who reminded us, we have learned that we cannot live alone, at peace, that our well-being is dependent on the well-being of other nations far away. We can and must act. Thank you, and I yield back.